Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to Market Insights with Linux and welcome to the channel as well if you're new. In this video we're going to do a full update on MicroStrategy, or I should refer to it as Strategy Incorporated, of course the new name. We're going to do a full update. I have never covered this stock on this channel, which is kind of strange because I do specialize in crypto and I do specialize in crypto stocks. I don't only cover crypto stocks, I cover other stocks that I think are interesting as well. Including Tesla and NVDA weekly, but I cover more. I cover what's interesting. I cover where opportunities lie. But I've never covered MicroStrategy, or I've never covered strategy, and it might be interesting to cover it right now because I do think there are some opportunities with MicroStrategy. Now, first of all, to address the elephant in the room, obviously, like strategy. Well, I keep getting it wrong. Strategy and every bull run we've seen from strategy very much depends on Bitcoin doing well, right? So we'll talk about that a little bit and if there's some sort of an expectation around that. Although it's not completely true. I mean, obviously, if you take a look at the 2 times that that strategy this year surged, it was April till May 2025. That's obviously when Bitcoin found a bottom and really started to surge. And then the second time was right here in July, and it also formed a higher high back then. But September for Bitcoin was pretty good as well, and you can see we barely did anything. And strategy has pulled back to a major support level right here, around $300. Now, my first statement of this video will be that I do think that's a local bottom. It's a very strong support level, right? So if you go back into, it's a major psychological support level. We filled an older fair value gap right here on the higher time frames. That means something. And then we also found support at the yearly rolling VWAP, and we were able to reclaim the 90-day rolling VWAP. So purely technically, I would already say that this is a strong support level that's going to hold. And I also think my strategy deserves it a little bit, right? I mean, during the middle of September, strategy remained relatively stable right here, even pulled back a little when Bitcoin rallied all the way up to 117,000. So Bitcoin rallied up a little bit and then it fell all the way back down, and now strategy did fall together with Bitcoin, but it did not rise together with Bitcoin. So I think that also, you know, fundamentally it makes sense that even when Bitcoin pulls back, right now, which is a possibility. I have to say, talking about Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin looks fine. I think it's most likely that Bitcoin is bottoming out right here, and that there's actually a pretty high likelihood even that we're going to get bullish continuation. So that's great, right? I'm not too worried about Bitcoin, but the fact that we have such a strong technical foundation right here, technical support, does mean something, right? Because obviously it's not guaranteed that Bitcoin is going to find a local bottom right here. But even if Bitcoin falls down into the low 100,000s, I would say this bottom right here is going to hold. I think we can test it, right? I think we can test the 90-day rolling VWAP again. I think we can test $300 again. But I do think we're forming a local bottom right here for strategy. And then getting back to the Godfather, getting back to Bitcoin, whether we can actually expect a turnaround, because obviously since the 21st of July, strategy has been bearish technically. Although I must say that I quite like how they've been with their Bitcoin purchases. They haven't bought too much, and I think they've actually bought. I think they've slowed down over summer, which has been a good move overall. But the only way we can actually expect some sort of recovery and a move into 360 and 350 is if we actually see a Bitcoin recovery, right? If we actually see a continuation of bullish momentum from Bitcoin. And I have to say that as it stands right now, if we take a look at the price action over the course of the last 3 days, I do think it's most likely that we will see some more recovery here for strategy. So I'm going to remain conservative and say that we're aiming for a 330 and 340, but I can easily see 360 and 370 medium term if Bitcoin is actually able to continue that momentum. So that is something I'll keep you updated on. For now, I think we have formed a local bottom right here, and I would also expect, you know, keeping in mind that we can test those levels, I would also expect a further continuation to the upside to 330 and 340. That's what I expect for strategy right now. I will keep you updated on this, so if you're interested in that, consider subscribing. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.